Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look and see how we're able to add various different types of assets to our Liferay platform. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the first thing we're going to do, if it's not already expanded out, is to expand out the menu. Once you do, we're going to click on the site selector. That's that little icon here that looks like a compass. Once we click on it, we're going to head over to the Livingston loop. If it's not already in your recents, you can click on My Sites and then navigate to the Livingston loop. Now that we're here inside the Livingston loop, we're going to head over to Content and Data, and we're going to select Documents and Media. Now that we're here in Documents and Media, we're going to click Document Types, and then we're going to click on the plus button here on the right-hand side. We're going to start off by giving this document type a name. We'll call it Basic Employee Record. I'll use the autocomplete there. Feel free to fill out a description if you'd like. I'll go ahead and follow the instructions. So employee records for Livingston HR. So very good. Again, when we're creating a document type, the metadata that we're selecting here is in regards to the file or the document that we're going to be uploading. So if this is an employee record PDF, the metadata fields that we're supplying are in regards to that employee record PDF. So we would want things like the name of the employee, maybe their employee ID, their birthday, and so on. So we're going to be adding some fields relating to the type of document that we're going to upload using this document type. So the first field that we're going to be adding is going to be a text field. So scrolling down a little bit, go ahead and drag and drop a text field. We'll change the field label, as we call it, by clicking on text like so, and then double clicking field label. So instead of text, we're going to change this to full name. Once we have that, we'll go ahead and click save. And we want this required. So we'll go ahead and double click required and then toggle it over from no to yes. Clicking the save button, you'll see that little asterisk letting us know that this is a required field. Let's click the fields next to the settings to see the different options that we have once again. The next type of field that we're going to be adding is an integer field. This is going to be used for the employee's ID number. So the integer field is right here in the middle. We'll go ahead and drag and drop into that dark gray palette. We'll click on the integer field like so that we can change the field label, double clicking just like we did previously. And then we'll change this to employee ID number. Employee ID number like so. Once you have that typed out, go ahead and click save. And then we're going to change the required field to yes, just like last time. So I'll toggle it over to yes, followed by save. Let's go ahead and add another field. So let's keep on going. Let's go ahead and add another field. So clicking on the fields right next to settings, we're going to add another text field. So drag and dropping the text field once again. We'll click on text and we'll double click the field label. And this one is going to be home address. We'll go ahead and click save. And following with the theme, we'll also make this required as well, just like so. All right, let's keep on going. So we'll click fields, and the next field we're going to be adding is a date field. Let's see if I can find date. There it is. So with the date field, we'll go ahead and drag and drop it. And this is going to be date of birth. So already partially typed out for us. So date of birth like so. We'll go ahead and click save. And then for required, we'll go ahead and toggle that over and then click yes. Very good. All right, let's see. One more field. Let's go ahead and do that. So toggling back over to fields, once again, we'll add another text field. I'm sure you're very comfortable with this, so shouldn't be anything new. Let's click on the text field and change the label, and we're going to change it to job title. Job title like so. We'll go ahead and click save, and then we'll make this one required too. So making that required, and very good. So we've created a document type. Again, this is used to provide metadata for a document that we're going to be uploading. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the bottom and we'll click save. So we've created our document type, basic employee record. Let's go ahead and see how we're able to use it. So let's click on Documents and Media up here towards the top. We'll click on the plus button here on the right hand side. and you'll see one of the document types that's made available to us is the basic employee record. So we'll go ahead and click it. Let's go ahead and click on the browse or choose file, depending on which browser you're using. Right now we're in exercises number 2. We're going to be uploading Omar Miles. We're going to upload his employee record. We'll go ahead and open that up, and you'll see that the title is the same. The description, we can add one if we want. But let's go ahead and we'll change the title up just a little bit, just to be more descriptive. So we'll call this Omar Miles employee record. So that's already there, auto-completed for me. So following our instructions, the full name is Omar Miles. The employee ID is 174903. His home address is 123 Main Street, Anytown, USA. Coincidentally, that's my address as well. Date of birth, he was born in April. Let's type this out, make it a little bit easier for us. So he was born April, so that's 04, on the 18th, 1983. I know this is the standard that we use for the US. I know in other countries there's no 18th month, so just bear with me. I know we do things a little different here in the US. All right, so for job title, he is an editor for the Livingston Life. So we'll say editor, comma, Livingston Life. And very good. So again, all of this information is inside of this PDF. We're providing a way for our end users or whoever's looking at this document to kind of pull really quick information. So once we have all of that, let's go ahead and click finish. And there we go. We see that our document was successfully uploaded. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to stick with the theme of document types, and we're going to import a document type to the global site. So let's go ahead and click on the site selector. And then from here, let's click on My Sites. And then from My Sites, we're going to head over to Global. Now that we're here in Global, let's head over to Content and Data, followed by Documents and Media. Now inside of Documents and Media, we're going to click on the options icon at the very top right. And from here, we're going to select Export/Import. Let's go ahead and click Import. And then we're going to click on Select File. Once we're here, we're going to click on image-type.lar. We'll open up and continue the import process. We'll then go ahead and click Import. And we'll wait a few moments and wait for the confirmation. So now that we have this new document type, let's go ahead and see how we're able to use it. So we'll go ahead and exit out of the export/import. We're still here in the global site, and that's okay. This is where we want to be. We're going to click on Add over here on the right-hand side, and let's go ahead and select image type. Just as we've done before, we're going to go ahead and browse and select a specific file. Once you click Browse, we're going to be selecting the Livingston banner image. That's a JPEG. Once you have that selected, go ahead and click Open. If you want to give a better name, feel free to do so. But in this case, we're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it just as is. And we'll give that better name down here. So for the name, we're going to call this Livingston banner. So for image type, we're going to click on the drop-down, and then we're going to select front page. So very simple. Let's go ahead and scroll down, and we'll click Publish. So we've uploaded this image into the Documents and Media. Let's go ahead and see how we're able to use that image. So we're going to head over to the left-hand side, and we're going to be creating some web content. So sticking with the idea of creating different types of assets, web content is a different type of asset. So let's go ahead and investigate that by clicking on web content. Okay, now that we're here in web content, let's head over to the right-hand side, click on the plus button, and we're going to be creating some basic web content. Up at the very top, we're going to call this Livingston banner. So this is already there for me. I'll go ahead and utilize the autocomplete, making my life a little bit easier. So we're going to click on the field that says content, and then we're going to click on the plus button here on the left-hand side. You'll see a number of different icons that we're able to use. The icon that we're going to be selecting is this insert image. We're going to be selecting the Livingston banner image. This came from the documents in media. So we'll go ahead and select it. Pretty beautiful. That's a place I would want to be. And then we'll go ahead and click add. So beneath the image, we'll type Livingston hotels and resorts. So we'll go ahead and click and highlight the text that we just typed out, like so, and we'll get an editor. It allows us to format the text that we just typed. So we're going to change this from normal to heading 1. Very nice. And once you have that, let's go ahead and publish this. So we'll go ahead and click publish up here at the top right. The final thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to take this web content that we have just created and we're going to be adding it to the hotel landing page template specifically. So what we're going to do is head over to Site Builder here on the left-hand side, followed by Pages. From here, let's go ahead and click into the hotel landing page. So we're going to click on the Options button that corresponds to the web content display at the top of the page. So this one right here. We'll click on that Options button, followed by Configuration. From here, we'll go ahead and click Select, and then we'll select the Livingston banner. Right, we'll go ahead and leave all of the defaults. We'll click Save. We have the success, and we'll go ahead and exit out. With the menu open, we're going to head over to the Site Selector, and we're going to head over to the Hotel, and we're going to head over to My Sites, and we're going to head over to the Hotel Americana. Right, we use the site template to create the Hotel Americana, and that site template is using the hotel page template. So when we made a change to that page template, it adopted that change that we see here. So very good. So this wraps it up for this exercise and this video, and I will see you in the next video.